Oh, you
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 225, I believe.
I believe it's 2.5, yeah.
I didn't look it up before we started.
You didn't make a rundown?
You
I
didn't make a
know
rundown
my
either.
Gmail is full. It's over full. I'm at like 102% full type stuff. I need
Nice.
to.
Jesus
I don't.
Christ.
Yeah, it's a mess right now. I gotta go through files and pictures, and it's the whole thing. But we're not here to talk about my file madness. We're here to talk about another great UFC Apex event in the books.
This
Let's
was actually
go.
a good one.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Not too much bullshit on this one. Before we get into all of it, though, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out. We appreciate everyone that does. Drop a comment and let us know how great it was to watch this main event unfold with our boy Gabriel Bonfim getting it done in round 2 via knockout. They're talking about the promo and all that stuff, and Gabriel's just like, I'm gonna walk him down. He can't handle my pressure. I'm just gonna strike with him and knock him out. And I'm just like, brother, you are cooked.
No, literally, when I heard that, I was like, oh, so you want to lose this fight? Obviously, in the preview talking about it, we're just like, like I said that, I've been seeing the improvements in his striking, and it would be nice to see that. But you pointing it out that, like, there's no point in doing that. Why test it when you can definitely just grapple him and get him out of there?
Yep.
But he did it, and he looked real good. The leg kicks were fucking... sorry.
That's what I was about to say. Like, the game plan of coming out with those calf kicks, really just messing with Randy Brown.
And
like I was telling you guys, like, Randy Brown tends to be like a switch hitter. He tends to be switching stances a good amount. He wasn't doing it in this fight, and like you point out, Jimmy, like, yeah, he probably doesn't want to go southpaw, give him the single leg just right there. His leg would be right there, get on the inside, So it's just like, damn, yeah.
Also,
that's a very good game plan.
I wonder, because, like, after his leg had gotten beat up pretty badly, he did end up switching, and then that's when Bonfim immediately on the fucking inside leg kick that just, like, wasn't expecting it. I wonder if that was a part of it too, where he's like, I already have one leg getting cooked. I shouldn't give up both legs too quickly. Like,
yeah.
But it probably was more the grappling threat, but it's just funny to think that, like, he definitely was not liking those leg kicks.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, not at all. Like we said, Bonfim gets the second round knockout, finds the knee inside of the clinch
beautifully.
A little, Randy Brown protesting afterwards, slightly controversial. One of those things where, for sure, flash knockout. Randy Brown got hit with that, and like the lights went out, like he was not there for a second. Ref immediately jumps in as he's covering up, and then you know what I mean. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, people always complain about, like, oh, somebody gets knocked out or whatever, and then they follow up with shots, and it's like, oh, well, you don't need to do that. And it's like, well, this is the exact reason why people do that, because you never know, even when the lights go and it's just like, oh, that's the money shot, you never know when someone's just going to recover right away and then going to be there and like, oh, like, I'm ready, I'm here to fight, like, why are you ending this? Like, I'm fine. And it's like, bro, you were just unconscious for a full second.
No, yeah, for sure. But, like, I feel like this is one of the least controversial, like, quick knockouts, because even, like, I've seen a lot of people, like, agreeing, like, no, that was a clean stoppage. The ref saved him, because it's like, in the moment, you see that, yeah, when his head hit the back of the canvas, he definitely woke back up. But his initial reaction was cover up. He didn't try to get up. He didn't try to fight it. He just immediately covered up, which means Bonfim would have landed 2 more strikes and the ref would have stopped it anyway. Yep. Ref stops it, and then he's grabbing the cage to stand himself up. It's not even like he could get himself up. He dragged himself up and was a little off balance. Is clean stoppage. Clean. Nothing questionable about that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I definitely agree. Like, he was flash KO'd. He was definitely out on the way down. Woke up, like, when he probably hit his head on the canvas. Then, like, even if, like, the ref didn't step in, what was going to happen? Bonfim was going to get on top, throw a couple shots. Randy Brown might have either turned into it and gone into full mount, or got turned around, flattened out, and got into rear naked choked. Like, he was going to lose. Like, in that position, he was probably going to lose. Especially because it was a minute 40 into the round. You're giving Bonfim almost you're giving him over 3 full minutes of time on the ground. You're not getting out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just very surprising overall fight for me to watch, because just was not expecting that game plan from Bonfim at all. And then for it to just be so effective, like it would just, we're talking about in the preview of it's like, he has been looking better in the striking, but there's no reason to fuck around. There's no reason to test it. Just go out there, get the big win in your first main event, shine, look good. You know what I mean? Do your thing. The fact that he basically won this fight with just like off of leg kicks. Like that was basically all he did for the entire fight until he landed the knockout shot. Like
overall 11 strikes got to the head out of the 35 significant strikes landed.
And that's what I was going to say, 35 significant strikes, 23 to the legs. Like Randy Brown was just absolutely puzzled by the leg kicks and the movement of Bonfim. He could not land shit clean on Bonfim at all. The fact that Bonfim being on the feet with him for over 6 minutes straight and had Randy Brown at a 37% accuracy on his significant strikes while he's landing at 54. Goddamn impressive, man. Like it just, we know how good his grappling is. We know how good the submissions are. And like, pointed out in the preview with just like the chokes, especially for him to, in the biggest moment of his career, obviously Wonderboy was like the biggest name on his resume, but main event 5 rounds against a veteran like Randy Brown, to go out there and win, not off of your fucking A game at all, and make it look easy. That's really impressive. That is super impressive.
Oh yeah, it really is. Damn, yeah, he really just went out there and just struck with Randy Brown the whole time. Didn't shoot a single takedown. Didn't do. He had the clinch, and like finding that knee was just beautiful.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, because I was just gonna say, and then with winning, like, calling out Colby, like, no, I want to be the one to retire him. It's like, Colby might not be active, but he's still ranked at number 10. He's a realistic call out after being number 14, defending your spot against Randy Brown, looking good in it. It's like, I love when people actually have a name, and it's a realistic name at that, come out of hiding, let me fucking retire you. Awesome.
It's a realistic name in terms of like ranking, like how he won and all that. It's just only reason it's unrealistic is because it's Colby Covington, who I'm gonna be honest, I feel like has quietly retired and told no one, not even the UFC. He's just like, I'm just done with this shit. Just retired without saying a word. But like,
who knows? He has been abnormally quiet since the Padilla loss. Like that is for sure.
Because there's not much to say after that. Like you can't defend it. You can't make excuses. That was just a bad loss.
Yeah.
And so so that's what I mean.
Take a short notice. So it's like that was like like a mix up and stuff. So it's like.
That's true. But either way, it's like, just like Ginger said, just in the sense of rankings and all of that, where it's like that type of realistic and just even where he said, it's like, let me retire you. Let's make this your last fight. Let me get you out of here, buddy.
And quite honestly, if he doesn't get that, we've got next week? We have Prates, Leon Edwards, Sean Brady versus Mike. No, I know, but I'm just talking about like because you got Michael Morales and Carlos Prates right there, and if either of those two lose, that's a very easy, also like next step type thing. It's just above Colby at 10, like because I don't want to give him Gilbert because that's just like because even Colby's kind of start of an old man's tour that I don't want to get on because his last 3 are going to be over the age of 35. If he doesn't get but either of them, it's just like one of those things like, let's get a little bit of the younger blood who are still in the division.
That's very fair.
So, you know what I mean? It is one of those things. I do want to see him. Like, either of those fights would be extremely interesting.
Yeah. And then the last thing of just like that I wanted to bring up of just going back to the fight itself, even with just like the striking and talking about it, like Bonfim saying that like, oh, the game plan, like pressure Randy Brown and stuff. He didn't like back up Randy Brown consistently throughout that fight and do the thing of like, oh yeah, have him backed up on the cage and not allowing him to move, whatever. It's like he just worked better out in the space and out at distance than what Randy Brown did, and just won more effectively that way. Like it just,
which I almost feel like is kind of a little bit more impressive, because if your game plan was to back him up and he wasn't, and you still were just like, all right, fine, movement and my shots and the way I'm gonna fight this is still just gonna win, like
because it's one of those things I'm talking about where that one of the things that the best fighters in the world do is they constantly put the fight in a position where they're able to execute what's best about their game and take away all the best things that's best about their opponent's game. he fought the fight in the exact way that gave Randy Brown all the opportunity to fight his kind of fight and work it on his kind of terms. But simply due to leg kicks and like obviously just the general movement and stuff, it's like he wasn't able to do anything like that. And so that's where it's just, like I know on the broadcast, I forget, I think it might have been I forget who like brought up, but just like talking about him just being like a striker first and stuff that like has good grappling, talking about Gabriel Bonfim, and it's just like that's not him at all. But okay,
I know, but they also said that him and his brother had a similar style.
Yeah, and
so that's where I was like, you guys just don't know the Bonfim bros, huh?
Yeah, but so it's just to fight the fight in Randy Brown's A game and what is not at all Bonfim's A game, and to just make it look that easy, that is extremely impressive.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It's just, it's not like Randy Brown is the highest caliber of opponent at 170 pounds, but he is not a slouch at all. A damn good fighter outside of the rankings, easily a guy that has solidly held his spot in like that 16 to 20 range, right outside the top 15. And it's like, that was just super good from him.
For sure.
But also, this was just because of what you said with the broadcasting. This is 4th KO TKO. Damn near every other win has been via submission. 13 wins via submission. 2 decisions. No, he's been mainly a grappler. Like, what you're... someone did do their homework. It'd be hilarious if it was Dominic Cruz who said it.
I think it was DC, but it's either way though. Great win for Bonfim. He got the $50,000 performance bonus, so that was definitely good for him. Improve into 19-1 in his career. Like you said, just a whole lot of potential matchups. Colby would that was the one in the preview I was hoping that would be next for him. So love that call out. But then like you said, Ginger, just a lot of fights at MSG. So especially if Prates or Morales ends up losing, very easy next opponent from there.
It depends on how impressed the UFC is with this win and what they're looking to do. Buckley does need a fight.
Yeah, that's definitely a bigger step up than what I would expect and probably want.
But Buckley just lost to Usman. He's already fought Colby. He's probably going to be fighting down in the ranking. Especially with Ian Gary fighting Bilal and all that. So it's just like, this would kind of be the time.
No, for sure. It definitely wouldn't be a bad one either. Let's go. Let's see how that plays out at 170. On to the co-main event. And, man, it really was funny how they were, like, just talking this up as just a real big fight, a real big prospect, and just a real big moment for Joseph Morales to get a first-round submission over Matt Schnell, who is now 17-10 in his MMA career. It's like, I get it. They're trying to, like, they got to do it. You know what I mean? But it's just all the times of just certain things where it's just like, bro, like, where's the promotion? Like, what are you guys doing? And then it's just like, this is the guy on this night against this opponent that you decide to be like, yo, this is it.
All because just like they need contenders at 125, man. If Pantoja keeps going, like, he needs contenders.
It's rough. But Joseph Morales gets a first round Gilly over Matt Schnell. It was a real nice transition and grabbing the neck.
It was.
It really was.
Like, it was clean.
Like,
for sure.
Honestly, that shit was pretty awesome.
I
thought
that. Like, it was good.
Because he had him in like the crucifix, right? And then kind of just kept his arm over and then just sat back, grabbed up the Gilly, and it was tight.
Well, the thing was, he got him into like, he was in like top crucifix at one point, and then somehow ends up on his back in crucifix, where he's got Matt Schnell in the crucifix, and then he floats over, grabs the guillotine, and it's just like, holy, okay.
Yep. Yeah, like, definitely got some grapple into him, but it's just against Matt Schnell. It's hard to kind of rate this at all. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Like,
I don't know, like, where he goes from here. They might just be like, fuck it, here's top 15. Here's like Bruno Silva. Here's Rafael Esteban. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what they do?
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna be like, "Hey, here's Alex Perez."
As fighting someone? They just fight.
I think he's fighting Sue.
That's what it is.
That's what it
Okay.
is.
But
yeah.
either way, like I just the flyweight progression isn't, oh hey, you beat someone unranked, let's give you 12 to 15. They're like top 10.
I know it's
Top
gonna
five.
end up being. It's gonna end
That's-
up being Ursig. That's what it's gonna end up being.
Bruh, please give my boy any of these motherfuckers that are on their way up.
Because Alon Nascimento called out Usyk as well.
Yup.
Yeah.
Any one of these that are, especially, if you're a grappler, let's do it. Give them my boy Steve Ursig and watch him whoop every single one of them. I am so okay with that. Give him Joseph Morales if you want. Give him Alon Nascimento. I do not give a fuck. He cooks them all. Let's go. He needs to not fight strikers, and he needs to not fight guys in the top 15. Build that streak, build that confidence, and yeah, so if they want to do that, I'm completely fine with that because I got all confidence in my boy Steve Ursig, and I don't give a fuck about Joseph Morales. So,
I mean, at the moment, not a lot of people do. So.
Yeah. That's it. Use them to boost my boy. Let's go. Now that's fighting. That's the UFC. Everyone's just a stepping stone.
It'd be like that
So,
sometimes.
Yeah, he probably gets the top 15 opponent next.
Yeah, more than likely because they're trying to push, especially considering how they're pushing him. He's the tough 30 winner, all that, so they're going to try and get him.
Now, do you want to know who it's actually going to be? It's going to be Charles Johnson, bro.
Yeah.
He needs a fight. He wants to fight. I feel like that's actually probably what's going to happen.
Bro, I'd be fucking down for that.
Yeah, that'd be fun as hell. But Charles Johnson might just get that knockout.
Yeah. Might get subbed too.
That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, he is 14-2 overall in his career. Joseph Morales, his only 2 losses came in his first UFC run. Knockout loss to Davison Figueiredo, and then was Eric Shelton, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid fighter. See what he does. For Matt Schnell, it's a rough, man.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
7-8 and 1 no contest in the UFC now.
At least didn't get knocked out.
True. Minimal damage.
And bro, all 8 of his losses in the UFC are by finish.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, 5 knockouts and 3 subs.
Let's let you say that 9 out of 10 of his losses are finishes.
True. Very true.
One person that beat him by decision.
Yeah, and it was a split or
a majority decision back in 2013, his very first pro loss.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens at 125. Great division. But yeah, let's go.
Oh damn, dude who beat him by majority decision then goes on to get to fight Henry Cejudo. That is a rough next fight. God damn.
Makes all the sense in the world. Let's go. But this next one, back to 170 pounds. It's kind of crazy that when leading into this fight, we're just like, yeah, minute 13 seconds is probably too long for this fight. And we're not bullshitting or joking at all, just true, honest feelings. And a minute 3 seconds into the first round.
Back to back for Uros Medic.
Yes.
Last 2 fights straight left, a minute and 3 second knockouts. Like,
yep.
Crazy. Uros Medic, like you said, gets it done. Just over a minute against Muslim Salikhov, who was on a nice little run for himself at 41 years old.
Yeah. Pretty fucked up.
It just, as soon as the fight started, the Uros is just walking him down and just throwing bombs at him. And it's just, you're just sitting there and it's like, okay, for a bit, like nothing's really landing clean, nothing, and it's just like, when is the shot going to land that's clean? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just catches them, couple ground and pound shots. That's it.
Because we knew it was going to be whoever landed first. Because literally the significant strikes landed are 2 to 8.
Or only 5 to 13.
And there were 3 landed on the ground. So it was 2 to 5 on the feet.
Yeah. 5th one to knock him down. Like,
I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just not really too much more there. We knew that it just someone was gonna get fucked up. That's exactly what happened. Uros calls out the UFC for not giving him a performance bonus really in any of his fights. Does not go on to get a performance bonus,
which
on
really
this
is
one.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Just
because it's like looking at some of them, like, okay, you didn't get a bonus when you were on the Gaethje Dustin 2 pay-per-view. Okay, makes sense. But literally his last 3 knockout wins are, like I said, 2 of them are 1 minute and 3 seconds. The other one is 2 minutes and 9 seconds, all on fight nights. How are you giving it to people above him prior to the Poirier one? Like majority, he has 2 fights on a pay-per-view. One of them he actually did get the bonus on, but like a bunch of fight nights, and it's like, how?
The one against Urbina. Okay, Anthony Hernandez deserved it over him against Roman Dolidze. I'll give that to Fluffy. That was just a beatdown. Ironically enough, CLD again with a spinning back elbow over Eric Anders. Elijah Smith with the slam KO from the inside the triangle. Yep. Jocelyn Edwards against Priscilla Cachoeira. I gotta give you 50,000 if you knock out Priscilla Cachoeira.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
that one I get. Alex Perez versus Mateus Nicola. Bogdan I'll give you over knocking out Ryan Spann. Donata Denise.
You do not have to go through all of these.
You're telling me a win over Ryan Spann via knockout is more impressive than what Uros could potentially do? Everybody
either way, it just sucks for him.
I know. Yeah.
But it's funny because after he did call that out, I was like, he's not going to get one.
Because
every single time you hear somebody say, yo, Dana, give me a bonus, they never, ever, ever get one. So now the little added sprinkle of salt of, I never get one. What is this? Whatever it was that he said. Definitely not getting one.
Because it's just like, it's not like he was being shitty, but it was like the talking shit of like clearly felt disrespected by it. And it's like, yeah, bro, you ain't getting that. Like,
yeah.
Let's go. Good win for Uros Medic.
Another person that asked for a bonus and didn't get it.
Oh, Chris Padilla.
Yeah,
I didn't realize but this one sucks. I was very sad about this one.
Ismael Bonfim coming in 6 pounds over, 5 pounds over, whatever you want to call it.
5 pounds over.
Yeah. When they're missing by 5 pounds and they look like they had a rough weight cut, you know that shit's fucked.
No, seriously, because that was the thing. Is I even said it when they showed Gabriel Bonfim walking out for the main event. He was walking behind him, and I said it then, like, bro, he still looks like shit.
Yeah,
he just did not look great. He didn't look good on the scales. He didn't look good at the face-off. He didn't look good walking in. He just looked terrible all around. And he came out like a bat out of hell in the first round, like he's supposed to, but was done after that.
Yeah. Taco gets it done. 4:30 of round 2, ground and pound.
It really just felt like it was because Bonfim was too exhausted to even move.
Yeah, no, because I'm trying to remember the exact sequence because I remember him going down, and then like once he went down and Chris started ground pound, we were like, oh, he's just done. He's just broken right now. He just
and it's exhausted, just, can't breathe, done. Like it was bad.
But to be fair, he had 47 out of 78 significant strikes in round 2. He was landing at a clip that second round.
Yeah.
It's a rough loss for our boy, the older Bonfim, which it's one of those things. There's always the better brother.
I was gonna say he proves every fight why he's the worst Bonfim, bro.
But we still goddamn love him.
This is true.
Yeah.
No hate here.
It's just one of those things. Yeah, just missing weight, but like that, it was. I
because it's like it's the second
Tapology because I was like I can't pick against him, but it was just like I know I was gonna be wrong for it.
And that's just what is crazy is like bro's not a big lightweight. He is 5'8", got some long arms at 71.5 inches, but that's like but it's like he's not tall, he's not super thick either. Like he's not a huge lightweight.
Yeah, he's not fucking Michael Chandler. You know what
right?
I mean?
Like he's just there. But it's like his second weight miss. His first one he weighed in at 159.5, and now this one at 161. It's like, holy shit, bro. Like, what is going on? It almost feels like there has to be like a health issue or something, because how? Unless he's just somehow incredibly undisciplined, and when his family goes to bed, he's like, I'm eating cake and Cheetos and getting drunk behind their backs because I have no self-control. I don't get it. Like, I truly just don't get it.
No,
He's getting yelled at every morning because it's just like, why is everything gone every night? Yeah, I don't know though. It's rough for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go. Ginger gets the draft win with Taco.
Boom.
Very sad. Very sad.
Did you hear if he had a call out? Because I don't think I heard it from him.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
For Taco?
Yeah. I didn't think so.
Nothing I remember.
And like, yeah, I say it every time. Trying to matchmake for someone outside the ranking, that lightweight is a fool's errand.
And it's like, you know, Taco, like, people really need to give him a bit more credit, because he came into the UFC short notice against fucking James Yontop, another person who came in overweight in that fight. And he's been the underdog in all 4 of his fights, and he is 4-0 with 3 finishes in there. It's like, I knew from that fight against James Yontop that he definitely seemed like he was fun and just like a solid fighter, but he's just going out there and like continuing to prove it, you know? Finishing Rongju, getting the split decision over Jai Herbert, and now finishing Ismael Bonfim. It's like, that is a solid run there.
I was about to say, the last fight against Jai gave me a little bit of a sour taste from out, because I'll be honest, I think Jai kind of won that fight, but that was because Taco was not just doing a lot in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I'm like, yeah, this dude's like solid. He's good. I don't know where to gauge where he's going. Because some of the guys he's being, like James on top, like, you know, Rongju, Jai Herbert, were not like close to the top 15 or anything. So it's just like, where is we going with it? And actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at like the Tapology rankings. Him versus Mason Jones is a fun fight.
I was gonna say, fuck it, I've seen it enough. Let me see Taco versus Chris Duncan.
That's another good one. Chris Duncan, Mason Jones. Those are fun fights.
Chris Duncan right now fighting T-Rex on December 6th.
Oh yeah.
So.
But that's gonna end in literally like 34 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. How about Tom Nolan?
Unless he's the one getting knocked out, but he could get sub 2. So like he won't take much damage.
Yeah, and that's where it is. Even if it's a knockout, it's gonna be one punch. So it's like, he's gonna be like, I feel fine.
This is the problem with talking about, like, because now I'm like, oh yeah, Tom Nolan's also a real fight.
Bro, I feel like he probably cracks Tom Nolan, honestly.
Hey, maybe.
Who knows?
He has to get in on the inside of him. Tom Nolan's what, 6'3"? Yeah, 6'3", 73-inch reach. Gotta get on the inside. So
good win for Taco though. Definitely, like, at that point where you can start matching them with those bigger names that are still outside of the top 15. That you get 1-2 more big wins. You're gonna be right there talking about top 15 fights for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go. Last fight on the main card to talk about: Christian Leroy Duncan getting a spinning back fist knockout win over Marco Tulio in the second round. Followed up with some punches to finish it up, but that was nasty. He beat the fucking shit out of him. That was a good scrap though, for as long as it lasted. Yeah,
because the first round it like wasn't too striking heavy. It's like, you know, Marco was like, I got to take him down. Went 2 for 4 on takedowns. Christian got his own takedown, so there was like, you know, 3.5 minutes of the grappling there and stuff. But like, it was in the first round that CLD landed. What was it? The elbow, or was it something spinning? It
was an elbow, because it was the elbow
on the cage,
and then just on the cage, and
that's what I thought. It had him
bust him open,
bleeding. And then that spinning back fist that just had him wobbled, and then following it up.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I was about to say, he got hit with it, like almost started to go down, wobbled back. CLD right on the pressure, throwing out a jab, misses, another jab, misses, and then just boom, straight right hand comes over the top and just knocks him clean out.
Yeah, it was good, nasty. Yeah, the last one was the spin over Eric Andrews, right? So that's 2 spins in a row.
Yeah.
2 spins in a row. Yeah.
Hey.
On that fucking meatball shit, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No one's gonna love him as much.
Yep.
Apparently, it's for him. It's spinning to win. You know.
This is his 4th spinning something win.
Yeah.
Not in the UFC, but just in general. He has a spinning back kick, spinning elbow, and then spinning elbow, spinning back fist. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. I still don't respect him.
True.
Jesus Christ.
It's hard. It's hard to let that loss.
It's going to be hilarious. This is going to be your DDP. Except I don't think CLD gets to a title, but it'd be hilarious if he did to really just make it your DDP.
Bro, he's really about to do some shit. I feel like way better at 185 than just I feel like he's actually gonna get like some real solid wins, and I don't know exactly how far that he's gonna go, but it's like I don't think he's gonna end up just being like some guy just outside the rankings. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna get some big fights. He's gonna get some big wins for sure.
You know who they should give him next? Marvin Vettori.
After he loses to Bruno Ferreira?
Oh, I forgot he's fighting him. Give him Paulo Costa.
I was about to say Paulo Costa.
That's a good fight. Who spins to win, you know?
Paul fucks him up.
Let's get it then.
If they don't do top 15, I got 2 names for. Ironically enough, they're both redheads. Edmund Shabazian or Shara Bullet.
Give him Shara. Let's keep him away from Edmund, honestly.
But Ekron.
Sure.
You don't be throwing uppercuts, though.
That's why it's a good fight. But no, yeah, there's definitely a lot of good matchups for him outside the rankings. Get himself another big win to get into the rankings, but he's definitely got some real good striking on him for sure. Devastating. Yep. Let's go. That is the main card from the Apex.
Good main card. All finishes.
Yep. CLD also getting $50,000.
Bruh, nothing on the main card made it out of the second round.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Second round finish, first round finish, first round finish, second round finish.
Closest was Taco and Ismael.
Yep.
Well, let's take it to the prelims, which had 4 decisions on it.
Some of them were good.
Yes, that is very true. What do you guys want to talk about on these prelims?
I want to talk about a couple things.
All right. Bring some up.
Because, I guess, I feel like I have to start with Jacqueline Cavalcanti just because she's on my draft. Well, just because she's on my draft. So, I got a draft point there.
Yes.
But, bro, Mayra Bueno Silva forgot how to fight.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her.
Genuinely, I don't know if it's because the win over Holly Holm after that turned to a no contest because of a failed drug test. She said that it was because it is a Ritalinic acid, so I don't know if that's Ritalin or some shit like that. No, but whatever, it was an ADHD medication allegedly. ADHD medications fall under a certain category for a reason. So it's if she stopped taking that, and that's really where the drop off in her performance came, it's kind of crazy, the real drop off that's happened. Because especially in this fight, there were points where Jacqueline was just standing in front of her, putting a 1-2 leg kick on her, kind of moving off 1-2 leg kick, 1-2 leg kick. And Mayra just stood there slightly out of stance and just didn't defend, counter, move, throw back. She just felt like she was there to be her punching bag, and not in a way of, oh, the UFC and people are fixing fights, da 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 da. But it felt like a broken fighter.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. And it was just very sad to see, because the hype that we had of her after the Holly Holm win, and it just being oh, this is exciting. She's an exciting 135er. Looking like shit against Rocky, looking like shit, and then getting that nasty cut against Macy, looking like shit against Jasmine, and then here, where it was just the worst drop off of them all, where it just felt like you forgot how to fight.
It's just like
It's like, yeah, go.
I was just gonna say, it's like, where do we even like go from here at this point with our Bueno Silva? Because it's just like that's honestly probably what it's gonna be. Because it's just like she came in, wins her debut against Juliana Robertson, loses, win and a draw, lose, goes on a what was a 4-fight win streak, now 3-fight win streak due to no contest, and now a 4-fight losing streak. Like 5-6-1 no contest, the UFC.
Damn, that is crazy. It's
it's already there.
Like literally, you go back 4 fights, and she's 5-2-1-1.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I wonder. The thing that makes the most sense for me is because obviously she's a grappler, and she's hunts for the submission. That's what she goes for. And when she was on the win streak and and just having that excitement, she was just going out there and going after these girls, grabbing them up, being physical, getting the subs, getting it done.
Yeah.
And it just feels like with Rocky, she tried to do that, and then it was unsuccessful, and she got fucking exhausted. And every fight since, it's been the same thing, and she's only been getting beaten up more and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just especially because the Macy and the fucking going down, just getting handled in those ones, getting exhausted from the grappling. It felt like she's at the point of I can't grapple these girls because I'm gonna get exhausted. So now I'm going to just sit here and, to your point, basically be a punching bag, because it's better to do that, clearly lose, struggle, whatever, than to go out there, get exhausted, and literally have no ability to defend yourself or do anything in any position, That is I'm sure that's a fucking scary thing, being in the octagon, physically exhausted to the point where you can't protect yourself anymore, and someone is just wailing and beating on you, elbowing, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sure that's fucking rough. And it just feels like, to your point, a broken fighter in there. And if you're at that point where mentally that's where you're at, and was it 35 years old for her, I think, too, 34, something like that, it's you're not going to fix the cardio thing, you're not going to fix the skills. It probably could retire. It's I don't really know what she could do to make up for anything, honestly.
No, seriously. It's just sad.
That it really is just the best way to put it. Fucking such a short time ago, a marauder through the division coming up, bringing some sort of life after Amanda Nunes has left, and just gone in the wind.
She just peaked too soon, it feels like, and then just it plateaued for a little bit, and then it just for a very short time, and then just went downhill from there.
Yeah. So that was just watching that fight, it was just holy shit, man, this is crazy. But Jacqueline gets another decision win in the UFC, so good for her.
Good for my draft.
Yep, good for your draft. I don't. This gives me no anything of what she could do against better fighters in this division.
Are you kidding me? This only more solidifies in my head that she is not doing much here.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's even in a fight where you have somebody that is, like I said, just being your fucking punching bag essentially. Sure, she doubled up strikes on her, 39-80. But that's not enough. It just didn't feel enough. There was so much of it where it's I don't get why you're not going. She's not doing anything, and you're just also not doing anything because the way you fight is to follow your fucking opponent's goddamn pace.
Yeah.
So with her doing nothing, now you're doing the bare minimum.
I get it.
And even with that landing at a 48% clip, how? And well, I do know how. It's because she stands 5 feet back and throws out a jab every 3 seconds with no intention of landing it. That's how. Anyway, whatever. Sorry.
That is kind of bad that you fucking had a 48% clip on that, not gonna lie.
But it's bro, it's because she stands this far differently and constantly goes this, so they're counting out her jab that she is not trying to land.
To be fair, round 1, 52%. Round 3, 53%. Round 2 was 40%. I don't even know how. That round, Mayra Bueno Silva didn't throw a single takedown attempt in there. Landed the most with 16. But
I don't know.
Cavalcanti, 23 for 57, like 40% clip. What's really dragging it down to below 50?
It just shouldn't. Yeah.
It shouldn't be, but I also have Chris Lee got 29-28 that second round. It has to be.
That's real funny. Let's go. Yeah, that was definitely a fight of the night for sure.
It was a fight that happened, yeah.
Yes.
It was a fight.
And then Zach Reese and Jackson McVey was a lot of fucking fun.
Yes.
Another bonus that was handed out, but this was one of those fights where that was just that first round. The way they gave everything to the clinch.
That
the biggest elbows, uppercuts, knees to the bodies. Like they were, it was mostly Jackson McVey for sure. But Zach Reese, when he wasn't trying to stay alive, was definitely throwing some big shots back. Like
60
what
total
a banger
strikes.
Of a clinch fight.
I was about to say total strikes, 61 out of 74 for Zachary, 65 of 79 for Jackson. Like they were going at it in the clinch. Like, I just remember Zachary's a couple times just dropping his hands down, just just straight up going like Street Fighter, just body shot. Like those knees from Jackson in the clinch were devastating. Oh my god.
Yeah, he definitely almost has Reese out of there a couple times.
Yeah, he was doing way better because, like you said, like Zachary would go for like like some nice combos and like a bunch of like different shots in the clinch, but it was just the solid, consistent big knee, big elbow, big knee, big punch, like from McVey. That it was just way more damaging shots in the clinch throughout that first round.
Yeah,
that it was like it had way more impact
for sure. But then he dumped it, and that's where I felt bad for him. Because it's like, okay, Jackson McVey, sorry, I just want to double check his age. 26 years old. He's only now 6-2 in his career. So he's literally only had 8 fights. And I just feel really bad for him because he gets a lot of finishes and he clearly doesn't have that ability to manage it yet. And I don't blame him for thinking if he went a little bit harder, he could get Zach Reese out of there. Because like I said, there were multiple times where Zachary Reese was just trying to stay alive. It's like, I know Ginger brought up the 61-65, but significant is 31-53.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there were times where Reese was definitely like, oh shit, I'm kind of fucked. You know what I mean? So I get why somebody that is so young and so inexperienced is like, I got to go for it.
Yeah.
So then the second round came around and he had nothing.
Right,
like,
he like you've seen him before the first round ended that he was tired.
But one extra thing there, Jackson McVey did have, if I remember correctly, that one inadvertent foul that Zach Reese took a long.
That was in the first round, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That took a minute. That Zach Reese was taking a little bit, and I think I've just realized he has a rookie in there, essentially a rookie. You know what I mean? Who's not fought a lot in the UFC. Just had an adrenaline dump.
The nut shot.
Yes.
Because I was talking about he was too tired to even shake out his nuts correctly.
Yeah.
Because you can see the way he was jumping, and then he just took all that time to breathe. Yeah, sorry.
But no, and I think that was also a mental note of Jackson's dumped his tank. He's just had an adrenaline dump thing. He's going to finish me. He's now going to have to ramp back up because I'm going to bring his heart rate so far down. He's going to be exhausted. I'll be fine the next round. Yeah, I think that was actually a very smart veteran move now that I'm really thinking about it.
Because like I did forget about the timeout there, but it's like, yeah, so even just more so to feeling bad for Jackson McVey because that was some of the most fun clinch work that I have seen in a while. That it's like, if he can just get it together, manage his cardio a bit, like he's going to be a lot of fucking fun in the division, you know? But they definitely just, I wouldn't be mad if they cut him where he can just, go back to LFA or CFFC or somewhere where you know
experience.
Fight people with positive records that can give you experience and just really give you maybe a little bit of adversity where you can work on that and come back in about 2 years or so. Because I feel like he would be a lot of fucking fun.
No, for sure. Yeah, some like good active fun clinch fighting. That is some of the most fun to watch. That really made my heart happy to watch that. And it's just one of those things too where it's like clinch fighting is just so goddamn exhausting. So it's like the way that they were going after it, and just to your point of like with McVey and just really trying to go out and like get him out of there, landing those big shots. It's like, I am not surprised that you were exhausted before the end of the first round. Like that was hellacious, man. Absolutely insane. So much fun though, and yeah, good for Zachary Reese to pull it out and get it done in a second.
And then just even looking at like the
McVey
percentage.
never saw a second round before this fight too, right?
Yeah, this was the first time seeing the second round. But I was just gonna say, like, even in like, you know, talking about like percentage and how people are landing, it's like working in the clinch the way that they did for damn near the whole round, 77% and 79% significant strike landed.
Oh yeah,
like incredible, because you're right there. I know it makes sense, but it's like
it is funny that they both
awesome.
they both ended the fight at 76% significant strike accuracy.
Yeah. Like that, when the fuck do you see numbers like that? Like 70, like you guys are on the feet just fucking duking it out, and you guys are literally landing throughout the fight 3 of every 4 shots thrown. Like that is insane, bro.
80,
where's the head movement?
83% of Jackson McVey's significant strikes were landed in the clinch.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that's such fun fight. I would love if we could just get more guys like this that could actually fight like that and want to fight like that in the UFC, because it is so fun. That's why it was fucking when Gustafsson came in, it was just, you know what I mean? Like just wild going forward, grabbing a clinch and brawling, you know, it's like this is gonna be awesome. Like, and it was but yeah. Let's go. Good for Zachary Reese to get it done. Ginger, what do you want to bring up from the prelims, my friend?
I was about to say, talking about like starting off, like Harney Barcelos, Ricky Simone, that fight was great from start to finish.
Yes.
So much fun. They both almost had each other out multiple times, especially in that first round. They were hurting each other left and right.
Or if it wasn't for so many finishes, they could have gotten fight of the night easy peasy.
Yeah. Easily.
Like, the way they were fighting throughout the first minute and a half, like in my head, I'm like, this isn't making it out the first round.
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody got dropped. This is one of those fights where it's like, you see it went to a decision and you're like, oh, that had to have been terrible.
Nope.
Like specifically with their names and knowing they're like grapplers too. It's like, yeah, went 0 for 6 and 1 for 8, but the overall amount of control time was about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like they were just swinging on each other. It was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I came out of the fight thinking Ricky Simone could have won, but I'm not shocked that Raoni Barcelos did win.
I feel like
it was
close.
Was
definitely one where I was not like scoring at all watching it, but I definitely feel like it just felt like Raoni's fight, like as just like after, I don't know, that was definitely.
I wasn't like scoring. It was just a feeling like, okay, I think, you know, after the fight ended, I was like, I feel like Rick. But
I get it. I guess for me, it was just like, bro, the way that so consistently throughout the entire fight that Barcelos was just bombing on Simone with those uppercuts, man.
Yeah, those uppercuts were
insane.
It
like,
was,
it's
Barcelos.
Both of them landing such big fight-ending shots on each other. Yeah. That's just like, didn't think it was gonna make it out the first round. To your point, just crazy that neither one of them even got dropped. Like,
it was Barcelos' uppercuts versus Ricky's hooks. That's really what it was.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great fight at 135 pounds. Barcelos definitely deserves top 15 opponent after that one for sure.
Yeah,
got himself a nice little streak at 39 years old, I think now.
38.
38. Yeah.
By the
time he see the old men doing the thing in the smaller divisions, you know.
Yeah. By the time he fights someone in the rankings, he'll probably be 39.
Probably.
Even Marcus McGee.
I'd be down for that. That'd be a good fucking scrap.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be really good. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. For me, I'll bring up our girl, Denise Gomes, getting it done by UD over Tecia Pennington.
Somebody that could not spin to win.
Yeah.
Oh my God. the way.
Sorry, I had to.
I kind of forgot it. Like the way that if Denise just honed in that fucking aggressiveness and power just a little bit more, she probably could have found like, and maybe not. Like Tecia is just
tough as hell.
Yeah, she's never been finished. Like it's hard to try and get her out of there. But I just really feel like she would have been able to. I was hoping that I really had the confidence she was going to be able to go out there, be the first one to get the finish over Tecia Pennington in this one. But then as soon as she started just, fucking spinning it, it's just like, bro, like she's landing such good shots at points. And then she's just on the outside and it's like, yo, let me just throw like just the wildest overhand rights of like just the fucking like just
windmill.
It's just like, what are you doing? Spinny shit from way outside. It's just like, oh my
favorite
God,
is that she's never beaten somebody with that kick either. Like,
yeah. But it was a good scrap. Tecia is just living up to the nickname in the tiny tornado. Always just going out there, putting on big combos at moments. Always having fun fights. Always goes to a decision though.
It does, but that's one of those things where it's like she's scrappy as hell and she's willing to just be in there.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody like Denise Gomes who's also willing to be in there, great fight, doesn't matter.
Yep. Swinging bombs, gets it done by decision. Ends up getting outstruck in the significant strikes by Tecia, but easily landing the bigger shots that made it just more impactful. So it's just one of those things where numbers don't always tell the tale of the fight, but that was good for her. Just a very solid name to add to the resume.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
What an Apex event.
Yep. And I feel like just the last mention, it just got to be brought up. Daniel Marcos again, rear naked choke over Miles Johns. Very good bounce back win for him after the loss to was a Montel Jackson.
Yeah. Getting his first submission win.
Yep. I was just very sad for my boy Miles Johns in that one. It's crazy. He's on a 3-fight losing streak now, and it is just not good. It's so close of just just fucking because he's 6-5 in the UFC now.
6-5-1, no contest.
Yeah,
it's like dude was 6-2, cooking as a nice prospect, and now he's fucking on the chopping block, 1 win, 1 loss away from fucking probably getting cut. It's rough, but good for Daniel Marcos to get it done. Let's go. That is all the stuff. I know Ginger wants to probably talk about Josh, right? Heavyweight stuff.
Nah, let's move past it.
I was about to say.
Hey, he didn't have as shitty of an interview as I thought, you know? I honestly appreciated the Chael Sonnen ring to it all.
I'll give him that. He won $50,000 for his knockout.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, that is the Apex card. But it was just you with Jacqueline as the draft fighter, right?
I had Taco Padilla.
Taco, yeah, yep.
And then I whooped in Tapology.
Oh, it was so
I did
bad.
real good.
I did so bad.
I only got 3 wrong.
I basically only got 3 right.
Wasn't that few?
It's 5, I think I got. 5 of 12. Or something like that.
Oh, yeah, shooting under. Yeah, that's definitely not like you shooting under 50%. Yeah.
That's not good.
5 was 12. I went 7 of 12. Yeah.
Damn, I
whooped.
Yeah. Kind of crazy, even just with the points. That was a big discrepancy there.
Yeah, 630.
315 points.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I got 630. Ginger had 405. You had 315.
Bro, we've had cards where none of us even hit 300 points.
Yeah.
Oh my!
This was a beatdown of this week.
Good shit, Holmes. You've been on a rough little run of it, so you needed that.
I did.
Huge win.
Yep.
Came second overall in the group. Katie did. I was tied for 5th. She became last overall.
Yeah, real ginger of me to do that and coming in last. You know, one of those things. Normally, I'm the second place guy. You're winning the stats this week.
Yeah.
True.
Jacking it all up. Kate's getting another first place. Ginger's getting second. I'm getting third. Fuck! But it's all right. I already know, though, it's set in stone because every time I've done it, it always comes to fruition. I am cooking you guys in Tapology next week because I've already locked in my picks. MSG Tapology is done already.
I started doing them last night with him, but not like with him, but same time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't do this now. I have to get closer and wait for the fight feels.
There's a lot of hard picks.
Yeah.
It probably isn't gonna, because I feel like normally when I do it a week out, I'm just boom, boom, boom. I thought too much about stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm cooking. But let's go.
It's gonna be hilarious if he comes in last next week as well.
Can't happen. I will say, I did hold true. Ginger. I did it. Second round knockout loss for Islam Makhachev on Tapology. It's happening. I had to hold it up.
That's how.
Because yet again, we went to go check, and every single fight Jimmy has picked for Islam has been for Islam to lose via some sort of finish in the second round.
The first one that I picked for him, it was a Volk by decision.
Oh, okay.
After that.
ever
Sorry.
since
Volk by decision, then Volk by second round finish, Dustin by second round finish, Moicano by second round finish.
Yep.
Fucking Moicano.
I did pick sub for that one.
Doesn't matter.
Dustin and Volk too. I did put second round knockout for them. Yep. Listen, my heart has told me years ago and felt it that Islam's getting fucked up in the second round. I may not have been correct exactly on the timing, but if I keep on sticking to it, one of these days I'll be right.
Yes. Okay. The what's it called? Sunk cost fallacy. Yep.
Because the second round just does make the most sense to me, though, for Islam. Because I feel like no one's catching him in the first round. I just don't think that's going to happen. And then I feel like if it's already gone 10 minutes and you haven't gotten him out of there, you're probably not doing it in the back 15. Yeah.
The justification.
It's the second round, I'm telling you. It's happening. Well, let's go.
That is hilarious. When Islam actually ends up losing, it's going to be like the 5th round, last 30 seconds. It's going to be hilarious.
Nah, bro. It's going to be like 2:30 of the second round. Perfectly. The perfect time of the second round. Just boom. Let's go. That is everything for this episode of the podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And we will catch you on the next one, previewing UFC MSG. God damn, I can't believe it's already here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Peace out, everyone.